Frankly, I can't quite believe we're here again, but we're here again. We're talking about Fallout 76 again, because it's a little bit broken. Oh dear. As we see in this popular tweet here from generic Christmassy name Fortune Low Tier on Twitter, Lamau, Fallout 76 has deteriorated so fucking much. The code is so unbelievably shit that hackers can just straight up spawn items, including entire assets from Fallout 4. This is the whole Prydwen. The whole ass Prydwen. Just plopped into the map. Bethesda, please. How do you continue to shock me in how shit you are as a company now, Lamau? I just really like saying Lamau. Anyway, that's the Fallout 76 topic du jour this week. Du jour means of the day, I think. So you can't have a du jour of the week. Hang on. So it's of the day. Anyway, the point is, this past week, Fallout 76 has been wackier than usual, thanks to the release of some cheat scripts that have allowed for a lot of very silly shit. Bethesda finally patched out the worst of it, but it had taken days, during which time Fallout 76 on PC was a complete mess. With Fallout 76 having a free weekend this past weekend, less scrupulous players were encouraged to set up other accounts, which could safely be used to spawn all manner of wacky items in the game as a result of the cheat scripts. Players have been able to use these cheats to spawn items, containers, legendary gear, and entire Fallout 4 assets, hence some players spotting up in the sky the Brotherhood of Steel airship. But even more interesting is the fact that NPCs were being spawned into the game. Now, I received an email from someone representing Dupers R Us, and they've apparently contacted quite a few people because there's a story on Kotaku about this as well, and they detailed how they've managed to get human non-player characters into the game well ahead of Bethesda's planned Wastelanders update, which will finally, at long last, bring some actual fucking life into Fallout 76's dead world. And I'm not sure exactly how the person who contacted me likes to be referred to. They didn't give me an official name, so I'm going to call them by one of the usernames I see here, Rock On Homie. The footage you're looking at right now, it's not great quality, but they sent that in, and it'll show you some of the weird stuff that they've got running around in Fallout 76. Now, a lot of what was described to me was also described to Kotaku by someone called the Gemini, also from Dupers R Us. Might be the same person. But in any case, let's see what they had to say about this whole situation. Recently, on an Unknown Cheats Fallout 76 forum, a user named DirectBan posted a script that allows you to spawn in any item you want and create any legendary item you want. This has totally ravaged the PC servers and completely crashed the economy, as people can literally make any gun or armor they want, even going extremely off limits into unreleased content. My group, Dupers R Us, has been playing and experimenting with the script in the full 4 days it has been live and unpatched. At the time of writing this, it is still unpatched. We were able to find a way to spawn in any NPC we wanted, and we did so. At first, spawning human NPCs seems pointless, as it'll spawn in a limbless, headless shell of a human that stands and does nothing. You can insert your own joke about some famous figure that would refer to. I'm going with Marco Rubio, but you can pick whoever you like. However, we discovered that leaving and joining the same server would cause the NPC to gain its distinguished features and become fully operational. We had a field day, spawning in unreleased alien mobs, vendors from around the map, the endgame boss, Brotherhood of Steel soldiers, and most importantly, Preston Garvey. Their functionality is actually incredibly high. They will wander around your camp while idle, and in combat, they will relentlessly chase their opponent, taking cover and retreating when necessary. We were able to create an NPC that would follow and protect the player, basically a companion. Now, the NPC spawning isn't perfect. I'm told they spawn without clothing, sometimes without weapons. Sometimes when they fire weapons, you hear turret gunfire sound effects, and the only way they can leave a player's camp is if they're hunting enemies down. And as I say, despite this going unpatched for many days, it does appear to be that Bethesda's finally put a stop to it. But nonetheless, that's some impressive shit and a fine example of just what players have been able to get away with this week using easily searchable scripts that Bethesda has for days proven unable or unwilling to address. And of course, while finding Fallout 4 assets or naked NPCs scuttling around is amusing, this exploitation of Fallout 76 did have some negative effects as well, depending on who it was doing the exploiting. Competitive play was a real mess during this period. Mass insta-kills had been reported, the competitive battle royale mode was a chaotic disaster, and how could it not be when some people were able to do pretty much whatever the fuck they wanted? And with this latest news, you know what time it is, don't you? It's that time again. It was always inevitably gonna be that time again. Now, I'm not a completely unaware dipshit. I'm sure the people who manage to get my videos in their feed, that's an increase in fucking rarity. Among those people, some saw the title of this video and rolled their eyes. Some are watching this video right now and rolling their eyes. Because oh my god, are we still talking about this? Oh my god, is Jim Sterling still making fun of Fallout 76? Why doesn't he find something else to do? But if it is getting ridiculous how many videos I'm doing on Fallout 76 and Bethesda in general, I will argue up until my dying breath that that says a lot more about Bethesda and Fallout 76 than it does about me. Because, as I've said in past videos, this ain't comprehensive. I have not done a video on every single fuck-up involving Fallout 76. There's just too much. But I won't deny the personal edification one's gaining from doing these videos. It's just so absurd. Bethesda as a company is just so fucking clownish. The ongoing disaster of Fallout 76 is a living monument to Bethesda's hubris. Bethesda, the company that can't make single-player games without them being thoroughly fucking broken, had the sheer arrogance to believe they could make a game on the live service bandwagon, constantly online, with tons of players, or, you know, some players, and somehow that'd work out just fine. Well, it didn't, did it? And somehow, well over a year later, Fallout 76 is still producing solid gold for those who like to gather round a garbage fire. And all of this seems to be building up to the Wastelanders update, which I can't wait to see. Right now, the biggest shocker with that massive planned update will be if it comes out, and it's fine. I mean, it's been significantly delayed. Surely that's to make it polished and fully integrated in a way that will not fuck up Fallout 76. But seriously, I'm rooting for it. I am rooting for the Wastelanders update, because I will do that video. I will happily do a video praising the Wastelanders update if it comes out and it's fine. If it turns out okay, I might start playing Fallout 76 with gusto again. But up until then, Fallout 76 is a strange mess. The fact people could hack this game to shit in some of the bizarrest ways and Bethesda was unable to do anything about it for days isn't even all that strange. It's just the latest thing that happened that was weird. And as we've learned time and time again with this game, it won't be the last thing that happened with this game that was fucked up. And there you go. Again.